Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I would be discussing the important questions of social science history, class 10th term 2, and this is 2 marker questions, important questions of history. So let's get started. So in this question we have asked about the women's participation in the civil disobedience movement. So this is of 2 marker. Obviously we need to write only 2 points, and so the answer is that ki women played a very important role in the civil disobedience movement. First point, what we have to write is that women participated in large numbers in CDM, civil disobedience movement. Second point is that during the movement, thousands of women came out of their houses to listen to Gandhiji, and they also traveled with Gandhiji in the Dandi March as the volunteer, and they also broke the salt law. Now the third point is that they participated in protest marches, manufactured salt, and picked foreign cloth and liquor shops. So these are the 2 to 3 points. If you want to write any 2 point, you can write. Second question is that describe the incident of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So the answer is that the Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on 13th of April 1919. So in this question we need to explain about the whole incident, what happened, and after the Rowlatt Act. So the Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on 13th of April 1919. The acting of General Dyer ordered troops of the British Indian Army to fire their rifles into a crowd of unarmed Indian civilians who got together in Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar, Punjab, killing at least 379 people and injuring over 1,200 other people. So you need to just describe the incident about the Jallianwala Bagh. So the third question is that who organized the Dalits into the Depressed Classes Association in 1930? Describe his achievements. So answer is that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar organized the Dalits into the Depressed Classes Association in 1930, and we need to also describe his achievements, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's achievements. So he was the chairman of the drafting committee in Constituent Assembly and was the main architect behind the Constitution of India. He was also the Free India's first law minister. So in 2 marker you need to write only this. So the fourth question is that evaluate the role of business classes in the civil disobedience movement. So we need to explain the role of business classes, that what important or vital role they played in CDM movement. So role of business classes in CDM were, first point we need to write is that the business class were against the policies that restricted the business activities. They wanted protection against imports of foreign goods and a rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio that would discourage imports. Second point is that in order to organize business interest, they formed the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920 and Federation of the Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries in 1927. Third point is that they gave financial assistance for the movement, also refused to buy and sell imported goods, means foreign goods. So in 2 marker questions you can write any of these 2 points. We just need to explain the role of business class, that's it. Now talking about the 3 marker questions, we have question number 1, that what was the impact of First World War on India? So we just need to explain that what happened when First World War took place and what was its impact on Indian economy or in India. So we just need to explain the impact of First World War on India. So we need to write in 3 to 4 points. So the first point is that increase in defense expenditure. So explanation would go like, it led to a huge increase in defense expenditure, which was financed by war loans and increasing taxes. Custom duties were raised and income tax was introduced. Now firstly the income tax was introduced. In this point we need to write that the income tax was introduced and tax were also raised, and defense expenditure was also increased, and custom duties were raised, and war loan was also there. So we just have to write this only. Now the second point is that prices increased. Now through the war years, prices increased, doubling between 1913 1918, leading to extreme hardships for the common people. So now when the war was going, the prices increased, and it also led to extreme hardships for the common people, because they don't have money, and the prices also increase, and so common people were not in good condition. They faced very hardships, they faced very hard situation at the war time. Now the third point is that forced recruitment. Villages were called upon to supply soldiers, and the forced recruitment in rural areas caused widespread anger. So for the war, soldiers were needed, and villages were called upon to supply soldiers. So this is called the forced recruitment. Now if the question is asked about, I'm telling again, if the question is asked about what was the impact of the First World War on India, so you need to write 3 points. First point is that increase in defense expenditure. Second point is that prices increased. Third point is that forced recruitment. So only these points you need to write in 3 markers. So another question of 3 marker is that when and why was the Pune Pact signed? Or it can be asked like that, ki examine the background of the Pune Pact of 1932 in the light of difference between Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Or it can also be asked like that, describe the main features of Pune Pact. So you need to just only tell in the answer like that ki why was Pune Pact signed and when was Pune Pact signed. So or you just describe the Pune Pact. Now the first point is that Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was nominated as a delegate of the oppressed classes for the second round table conference. As we know that in December 1932, so there was the second round table conference, and in that Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was nominated as a delegate for the Dalit or for the oppressed classes. And now second point is that in that round table conference he clashed with Mahatma Gandhi by demanding separate electorates for Dalit. Now Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar demanded that he wanted separate electorates for Dalits, and British government also accepted Ambedkar's demand, but Gandhiji began a fast unto death. He believed that separate electorates for Dalit would slow down the process of their integration into society or the country. So the issue was eventually resolved through the Pune Pact of September 1932. Now the fourth point is that it gave the depressed classes, or later to be known as the scheduled classes or the Dalits, reserved seat in provincial and central legislative councils, but they were to be voted in their general electorate. So in this question you need to only write about ki when and why was Pune Pact signed in 3 to 4 points. That's it. Now talking about the 5 marker question. So it is here, one question is that analyze any 4 features of Gudam rebellion of Andhra Pradesh, or it can be also asked like explain the main features of Gudam rebellion, or it can be also asked like that describe the contribution made by Alluri Sitaram Raju to the non-cooperation movement in Andhra Pradesh. Or it can be also asked like that ki tribal peasants interpreted the message of Mahatma Gandhi and the idea of Swaraj in yet another way, support the statement with suitable examples. So in this question you need to write only about the Gudam rebellion of Andhra Pradesh and also about the Alluri Sitaram Raju, the contribution of Alluri Sitaram Raju to the non-cooperation movement in Andhra Pradesh, and that's it. So it would be go like that ki first point will be ki the Gudam rebellion spread in response to the non-cooperation movement in 1932. Means when non-cooperation movement was started in 1932, so Gudam rebellion also they responded to that. And the second point is that ki in the Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh, a militant guerrilla movement spread in the early 1920s under the leadership of Alluri Sitaram Raju against forest laws. Gandhiji always said that ki we should not use force, and we should always use non-violence. Now the fifth point is that the Gudam rebels attacked police station, attempted to kill British officials and carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. Raju was arrested and executed in 1924. So the whole question, in this question they have asked about the contribution made by Alluri Sitaram Raju to the non-cooperation movement in Andhra Pradesh. So we need to write about the Gudam hills of Andhra Pradesh and about the Alluri Sitaram Raju in 5 points, because this is a 5 marker question. Now let's talk about 3 marker questions of geography, important questions of geography. So let's get started. So here is question number 1, why tourism considered as a trade? So it is of 3 marker question, so we need to obviously write in 3 to 4 points to write the answer. So we need to explain that why tourism is considered as a trade. So the first point is that tourism helps in earning foreign exchange. Second point is that it promotes national integration. Third point is it supports cottage and handicraft industry because foreigners like to purchase these products. Fourth point is that it provides direct as well as indirect employment to the people. So another 3-marker question is how can the different mass communication media educate the people, or it can also be asked like explain the importance of radio and television as effective means of mass communication in our country, or it can be also asked like that mass communication provides entertainment and creates awareness among the people. Explain. So in this question we need to explain the importance of mass communication, that how it provides entertainment and create awareness among the people. So we just need to explain in 3 to 4 points. Now the first point, so the introduction we need to write ki the radio and television are the main sources of mass communication as we know. The first point we need to write is that ki the electronic media provides distant education to the people. Programs like the University Grants Commission, UGC, help the viewers to learn a lot. Second point is that many programs related to agricultural productivity and industrial productivity are shown. Third point is many programs related to health and other problems of common people are also shown. Fourth point is these media make the people politically aware about their country and rest of the world. So in this question we just need to explain the importance of radio and television as a means of mass communication in our country, that how it provides entertainment and creates awareness among the people. We just need to explain in 3 to 4 points. Now this is the 5-marker question and the most important question that can be asked in the board, and there are highly chances of this question to be asked in board. So the question is that describe the significant role played by the different kinds of roads in India, or it can be also asked like that ki classify the roads according to their capacity and describe the role of each, or it can be also asked like what are the various type of roadways in India, explain. So this is the 5-marker question obviously, so we need to write in 5 to 6 points. So here are according to their capacity roads are classified into 6 classes. First is golden quadrilateral super highways, second national highways, third state highways, fourth district highway roads, fifth other roads, and sixth is border roads. So first point we need to explain golden quadrilateral super highways. So the government has launched a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi by 6-lane super highways. So the north-south corridor linking Srinagar and Kanyakumari and east-west corridor connecting Silchar and Porbandar are parts of this project. Now the major objective of these super highways is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. And the second point is that the national highways. So these highways link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. Now the third point is that state highways. Now roads linking a state capital with different district headquarters are known as state highways. Fourth point is district roads. Now these roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district. Now the fourth point is other roads. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this category. Now sixth point is border roads. Now these roads are of strategic importance of the northern and southern and northern eastern border areas. These roads have improved accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and help in the economic development of these areas. And you can also write about the who means which department means works under this. So this is the most important question. Don't forget to learn this question. So this is the another 3-marker question of Geography chapter number 6, manufacturing industries. So in this question we have asked about ki explain any 3 physical factors for the localization of an industry in a particular area. So in this question we have asked about ki means explain, we need to explain the factors on which an industry should be built in a particular area. Means in what factors an industry should be built in that particular area. So first point is that raw materials. The location of industrial enterprises is sometimes determined simply by location of raw materials. The jute mills in Bengal are concentrated close to the source of raw materials. So any industry is needed of raw materials, and if the raw materials would not be available to the industry, so what they would produce and what they would give to the consumers, or what they would give to the market. So raw material is very important for the for an industry. So it is the first factor that the location of industrial enterprises is sometimes determined simply by the location of raw materials. Okay. Now the second one is that power. Now regular power supply of power is an important for the localization of industries. Now most of the industries tend to concentrate at the source of power. So another power is also important factor for an industry to run, because if the power would not be there, machines would not run, and if machine would not run, the industry would also be not able to produce the goods. So the power is also another important factor for the industries. Now the third point is that climate. Now climate plays an important role in the establishment of industries at a place. The cotton textile industry requires a humid climate. Consequently, majority of the cotton textile mills are concentrated most of in the Maharashtra and Gujarat area, means Mumbai and Ahmedabad area, or Gujarat, Maharashtra, or we can say, because there is a humid climate in these areas. So climate also plays a very important and a vital role in the establishment of industry, because if the climate will be not good, the raw material will also not good, and if the raw material will not able to reach to the industry, how industry will grow and produce the goods or produce the clothes of cotton. So these are the major points that industry should have. So this was the question in 3 marker, the most important question. Now we have 5 marker question of chapter number 6, manufacturing industries of geography part. So the question is like that: the cotton textile industry has the largest concentration in and around Mumbai, Maharashtra, and Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Give reasons. Or it can be also asked like, why was the cotton textile industry concentrated in the cotton growing belt in the early years? Explain. So we just need to explain the reasons that why most of the cotton textile industry are set up in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Why? We just need to give the reasons. Now the first point is that availability of raw material. Now there is a large scale production of cotton in this region, hence there is a regular supply of raw material to the industry, and hence industry can produce cotton goods, cotton clothes, like that. Now second point is that favorable climate. Now this region has an equitable climate which ensures the production of cotton. Means the areas of Maharashtra and Gujarat have humid climate, and it is favorable for the cotton for its production. Now the third point is that export facility. Mumbai is the major seaport of India. Now through it, good quality cotton and machines and raw materials are easily imported, and finished products can easily be exported. Now the fourth point is that availability of capital. A large amount of capital is also required for the establishment of textile industry, and the required capital is also available in the markets. Now the fifth point is that labor. Cotton textile industry is a labor intensive industry. In the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat, states have high density of population. Even the people migrate from northern states. So for these reasons, because of these reasons, most of the cotton textile industry are set up in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Now we have the fifth marker question. Explain the proactive approach adopted by the National Thermal Power Corporation (Ntpc) for preserving the natural environment and resources. So we just need to answer in this question about the approach, or about the things adopted by Ntpc for preserving the natural resources and our environment. So answer goes like that: Ntpc is a major power providing corporation in India. It has ISO certification for EMS, environment management system. The corporation has a proactive approach for preserving the natural environment and resources like water, oil, gas, fuels in places where it is setting up power plants. Now this has been possible through, first point is optimum utilization of equipment, adopting latest techniques and upgrading existing equipment. Second point is that minimizing waste generation by maximizing ash utilization. Third point is that providing green belts for nurturing ecological balance and addressing the question of special purpose vehicles for afforestation. Now fourth point is that reducing environmental pollution through ash pond management, ash water recycling system, and liquid waste management. Fifth point is that ecological monitoring, reviews, and online database management for all its power stations. So these were the approaches adopted by the Ntpc to reserve the natural resources and our environment. So this is the first part of the video, and second part will soon be uploaded of the economics and civics portion. So this is for the this video. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to comment below if you have any doubt. Bye guys.